Sorry, apologies in advance. Morning, Harry. Are you going to visit your dad, Harry? Harry, are you going to go and see the King? Are you going to speak to your dad?
Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are watching from. Welcome back to Daily Diaries Friday. This community is built on love, support and positivity, and I'm so grateful that you're a part of it. If you love the Sussexes, you're in the right place. From their royal roots to their independent path, we cover the latest news, heartwarming moments, and exciting updates with a positive touch. Let's explore their journey together. Subscribe now. Let's keep growing together, keep shining, and keep lifting each other up. Remember to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts and insights. Thank you for being the heart of Daily Diaries Friday. Today, I have an interesting video, so stay tuned, squaddies, and let's dive in. On Tuesday, April 8th, 2025, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, was once again seen stepping into the heart of legal proceedings as he arrived at the Royal Courts of Justice in central London. The 40-year-old royal, now based in California with his family, was attending a crucial two-day hearing at the Court of Appeal where he is challenging a High Court decision concerning the security arrangements provided to him and his family when they are in the United Kingdom. The case is part of a long-running and highly publicized legal battle that continues to fuel tensions between Prince Harry and his father, King Charles III. The Duke arrived at the courthouse just after 9:30 a.m. local time, about an hour before the scheduled start of the hearing. Clad in a dark suit and appearing calm and focused, Harry gave a small wave and offered a faint smile to the crowd of onlookers and media gathered outside the imposing Victorian-era court building. His presence marked yet another chapter in a dispute that has seen multiple legal challenges, press coverage, and personal strain play out on the public stage. Accompanied by his lawyer, Jenny Affia, the Duke of Sussex walked into the building and was seen entering the courtroom just before 10:30 a.m. Inside, he took his seat with a bottle of water and notepad laid out in front of him. Throughout the morning session, Harry remained attentive and occasionally leaned in to confer quietly with Affia during the high-profile proceedings. The case is being heard by a panel of 3 senior judges, including Master of the Rolls Sir Geoffrey Voss, who noted at the beginning of the session that while most of the hearing would be held in public, certain portions would proceed behind closed doors to protect sensitive and confidential information. The appeal, scheduled to continue on April 9th, stems from a 2024 High Court ruling that upheld a February 2020 decision by the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, commonly known as RAVEC, to remove Prince Harry's automatic right to police protection funded by the British taxpayer. Harry's legal challenge asserts that the decision made by RAVEC was not only unfair but also unlawful due to procedural irregularities and a failure to properly assess the threat level posed to him and his family. His legal representative, Shadid Fatima KC, argued before the appellate judges that RAVEC failed to follow its own processes by bypassing the Risk Management Board, RMB, a specialized advisory group designed to provide independent expert threat analysis when determining Harry's level of security. According to Fatima, RAVEC instead created a bespoke security arrangement for the Duke of Sussex, which she contends was unprecedented and not applied to any other individual in a similar position. She argued that this deviation left Harry singled out for different, unjustified, and inferior treatment and exposed his family to potential risks that could have been mitigated by a consistent and fair application of existing policies. The court was told that Harry was not seeking to reinstate the full spectrum of privileges he had enjoyed as a working royal, but rather a reassessment of the decision using appropriate channels and expert input. Fatima also emphasized that Prince Harry had offered to personally fund the security measures, an offer that was rejected by the British government. The rejection, his team argues, underscores the perceived unwillingness of officials to engage in a transparent and equitable process. The Home Office, on the other hand, has urged the Court of Appeal to dismiss Harry's challenge. arguing that Ravek acted within its remit and exercised appropriate discretion in crafting a unique response to Harry's change in status. In written submissions, government lawyers asserted that the decision to tailor a different security approach for the Duke was justified based on the specific circumstances of his situation, particularly his withdrawal from royal duties and subsequent relocation abroad. They further argued that the bespoke process referenced by Harry's legal team was supported by Ravek's terms of reference and adequately documented. The Home Office also criticised the initial review standard used by the High Court judge in the previous case, calling it overly generous to Harry. Despite this perceived leniency, the judge still ruled in favour of the government, finding no evidence of procedural unfairness or irrationality in the decision. Judge Peter Lane, who handed down the 2024 High Court ruling, had stated in court documents that there has not been any unlawfulness in reaching the decision of 28 February 2020, and that the approach taken by Ravek did not violate any established procedures or legal expectations. The decision was not irrational, the ruling continued. The court has also found that there has been no unlawfulness on the part of Ravek in respect of its arrangements for certain of the claimant's visits to Great Britain. Nonetheless, Prince Harry and his legal team have persisted in their appeal, citing continued concerns for his family's safety and what they describe as a flawed decision-making process that did not properly weigh the risks involved. According to sources close to Harry, the loss of automatic police protection has been a major source of anxiety for the Duke, who has expressed reluctance to bring his young children to the UK without adequate security in place. Although he no longer performs royal duties, Harry remains a high-profile figure with significant public exposure, and his lawyers maintain that this status continues to make him a potential target. In previous statements, his legal team has highlighted the Duke's visibility and public role as key reasons why the risk assessment must be conducted with the utmost care and objectivity. Insiders have also pointed to the personal toll the security row has taken on Prince Harry's relationship with his father, King Charles III. Despite the King's limited constitutional authority over matters like police protection or Ravek's operations, Harry reportedly believes that Charles could intervene or lend support if he chose to. A source familiar with the matter previously told People Harry is frightened and feels the only person who can do anything about it is his father. Buckingham Palace, however, has remained steadfastly silent on the matter. A palace source previously stated that the belief that King Charles has any direct influence over Harry's security arrangements is wholly incorrect, emphasizing the apolitical nature of the monarchy in such matters. As the case plays out in court, it marks another chapter in Prince Harry's broader effort to assert his rights and responsibilities as a public figure who has chosen a life outside the royal institution but who believes his safety and that of his family should not be compromised. His ongoing legal battles also include a high-profile lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers over alleged unlawful information gathering, in which he made a rare in-person court appearance in London. For now, all eyes remain on the Court of Appeal, which is tasked with determining whether the government followed lawful and fair procedures in reducing Prince Harry's security protections. The outcome of the hearing could have significant implications, not only for the Duke's future visits to the UK, but also for the broader conversation around the responsibilities owed to former members of the royal family who retain a prominent public profile. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thanks for watching and being part of this amazing journey. You guys are the best and I love you all. Your support means the world to me. If you had a good time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to catch our next adventure. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even just a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends, your family, or anyone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, stay awesome, stay motivated, stay safe, and keep shining. Catch you later, squaddies.